smooth on the map, never smooth on the map, never smooth. What you gonna do when you out, who you with, you ain't really about that, don't you, don't you? Really on the move on the map, never slip, keep your hands to your lips, don't you, don't you?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the CHH Connoisseur. It's your boy JP, and Pastor Gerb is back for another one. This one is special. Another one. This one is special to both of me and Pastor Gerb because, you know, obviously, like I said, we've known each other for. It's crazy to even freaking say this, but 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, we've known each other for legit 10 years now, a decade, and you know, while we certainly, you know, had our moments and like, you know, talk to each other and we're, you know, around each other because of basketball and stuff like that. You know, I think we more deeply connected over music and CHH, and specifically this guy right here, Ty Brasel, who is one of both of our favorite artists. You know, just his style is unique, but man, if you love him, you love him. And we and him actually, me and Gerb went to a Ty Brasel concert. He didn't unfortunately come to Indy. He was in Columbus, and it was back in 2018, and it was like a snow/ice storm that happened, and we didn't know if they was gonna cancel, and they did. And me and Gerb said, you know, we're gonna take the risk, and we're gonna go all the way out, 3-hour drive to Columbus, and we did. What Up RG was there, Jerry Manning was there, Paris Perez was there. Those four in the building. It was like 50 people, you know, that was out there. We was thugging it out, but man, it was a great show, and we was vibing the whole time. It was so cool to meet Young T, is what they call him, you know, from the Cove. And also, you know, What Up RG, Jerry Manning. What Up RG is as small as you think.
Bro's tiny.
He's tiny, especially. I mean, I'm 5'11", and Gerb is 6'7". You know, so it's not a joke, kids. It's not a joke. Okay, he's actually 6'7".
It's true.
He's actually 6'7". But yeah.
I'll set up taller.
But yeah, man. What do you remember about that night?
Well, number one, on the way there, you introduced me to Raising Cane's chicken fingers, and that moment has changed my life. I mean, that's top 5 days of my life. When I first dipped that chicken in the cane sauce, you were like, "It's about the sauce." I was like, "All right, I'll give it a shot," and it truly changed my life. So that was great. And I remember, driving through the ice, and then like not that many people, you know, decided to risk it to go to a concert, which meant the people who were there to be there, and it was hot and sweaty in that church we were in. But I remember What Up RG went so hard, and I couldn't believe that we were in a small venue like that with What Up RG. Because he had just really taken off at Reach Records right then. Like, he was popular, and this was like the one night of the tour he was there. So that was crazy, man. We did.
Yeah. No, but this song, I'm grateful, man. You know, obviously he and I saw, you know, the Destined for Greatness, side A, side B. That was the album, which is one of my favorite Christian hip hop albums of all time. I can't listen to that without skipping for the most part. There's just so many bangers on that, so you're there for. But this album is also one of my favorites. This is a very solid, very good album. And this song, me and him were talking about, man, what song should we review and listen to? Because we've obviously both heard this, but just wanted to bring it to the world. I'm grateful, and there's, you know, so much substance in it. You know, just from the title of the song being grateful, probably for what the Lord has given, but also just the bars that are in there. You guys will hear in a second. But you know, Ty, and then J Monty, which if you haven't heard J Monty, if you're not a hip hop head, I'm gonna be honest, don't start with J Monty, because it will be difficult for you. You may want to tap out, because he is intricate with his rhyme schemes, if I could put it that way.
He's on a whole nother level. I'll never forget, bro. John Keith posted a Instagram story like a question thing, and I forgot I did this. I put him a question and said, "Is it tough?" Or he was on Instagram Live, and I commented and said, "Is it tough going to work every day knowing you'll never be as good as J Monty?" And he replied to my comment and said, Look, I don't know why you got to come for my head like that, but yeah, it is tough. You know, it is hard. He's just on a different level. Like his lyrics are, it's just crazy. Like every just double entendres off. Like it seems like he's not even trying, bro. And so I'm excited. This is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. This might end up being. We apologize. It's 15 or 20 minutes, but we gonna have some bars to break down. Yeah, it's gonna be honest with y'all. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm Grateful by Ty Brasel, featuring J Montys.
Hey, when I look at everything that God blessed me with, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm honored, I'm grateful, I'm humbled, I'm thankful, I'm truly grateful. Hey, I went through the storm, I wandered around the wilderness, ran through muddy waters, I got stuck into my ligaments. I'm a product of the mountains and valleys, but in a spirit sense, God wrote the story, I came out of it a lyricist. Hey, DJ, turn up the volume, I'm kicking knowledge. I ain't got a bachelor or doctorate, but I'm a scholar, alright. Proper speaking.
Okay, I gotta stop. This, I'm telling y'all don't know this about, like, I know we talked about J Montys, but Ty in his own right is disgusting. He's filthy. He literally has on Destined for Greatness, the album, he has a song called 444 plus 333. When I tell you this man Gerb at the concert, Gerb was rapping it back. He was like, I used to fornicate and foreplay with. Oh man. Anyways, it just the lyricism that this dude has is next level.
Yeah.
Went through muddy waters. I got stuck and tore my ligaments. Oh my gosh.
Product of the mountains and valleys, but in a spirit sense, like not literal mountains and valleys. We're talking spiritual ups and downs. And it made me who I am.
I wrote the story, and he came out of it a lyricist. Oh my gosh.
God did the writing. He had the pen, but I'm the one that's the lyricist.
Yeah.
As a result.
And right before that, he said, I ain't got a bachelor or doctorate, but I'm a scholar, all right? Like, yeah. Let's get back into it.
Hey DJ, turn up the volume, I'm kicking knowledge. I ain't got a bachelor or doctorate, but I'm a scholar, alright. Proper speaking, psalm singing, I was crucified with Jesus' palms bleeding. All that see, I overcame the darkest night. Look to my right, look to my left. See God's hand at every step. Look to my woman, the sweetest gift. Then look again, she heaven sent. Look to my brethren, the vigilance. Look to my family, significant. Look at my progress, magnificent. Look at my conscience, it's innocent. Look at my hope, it's infinite. Look at my light, the second chance. Look at nature, his fingerprints. Look all around, the evidence. See, when I look at everything that God blessed me with, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm honored, I'm grateful, I'm humbled, I'm thankful, I'm truly grateful.
Talk to him, Monty.
Bet you astounded I'm here, huh? I made a fountain from tears. I flew off mountains of fear. I heard them shouting for me every time I bought a gram. Really had a purpose for me way before my sonogram. When my little homie Ratchet kept a ratchet just for target practice. Monty was so lost you couldn't track him with no atlas or no map quest. Now I'm dining on some calamari. I know the father now. You won't see me calling Mari.
Oh my goodness.
We gotta stop before he get into the.
Yeah, until he goes too fast. Bro.
Oh my gosh.
Just take a breath real quick, bro. He said, I heard him shouting for me every time I bought a gram. Like I heard, God's calling. He's calling. really had a purpose for me way before my
Way before
sonogram.
my sonogram, the picture. Oh my gosh!
Like before, that's straight out of the scripture right there. Like before you knit me together in my mother's womb,
I
you knew me. Like I knew
Yeah.
you. Like he had a whole plan before my sonogram. Like
That's crazy.
so fire.
It's bar work.
He said it was so lost you couldn't track me with no atlas or no
Atlas or
MapQuest.
no MapQuest. Now I'm dining on some calamari. I know the Father now. You won't see me call him Mari. Are you serious?
That won't see me call him Mari is so good, bro. Like
I know the Father. I know him.
Yeah. Who is the Father, bro? That show was crazy.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Bottom barrel of TV, but dude, that bar is so good. Like,
disgusting. All right, well now we about to get into these little the J Montys we told you about. So here, try to listen close. We had to run it back a couple of times too.
That's right. Yeah.
Father, now you won't see me calling Mari. I don't worry about anything. I came out of the coldest winter, hottest summer, no December, higher than any king. See the reason I know the winter blocked the other, put effort to show the world my heart been overflowing from the God who delivered me from the grave I could have been shot into. I see the hand of the Lord from my head to the floor. I'm grateful. The lessons you pour, I feel blessed to my core. I'm grateful. Now I look to the hill with my Messiah bleeding. Swear I feel like I hear a choir singing.
The way they end that song, bro. I could go for a little, like maybe another hook, but I get it.
One.
I get it. The end is, it's. I swear, I hear a choir singing. You fill it in. You know, I'm grateful.
I look to the hills, see where my Messiah bleeding. It was like I feel a choir singing. Yeah, I mean it's such a good song.
I know the winner blocked the other. Put effort to show the world my heart been overflowing from the God who delivered me from the grave. I could have been shot in too.
Could have been.
And Monty's story is crazy. Like, his whole story from start to finish is crazy. So you know it's real. Like,
and if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to misspeaking. You know, Young T, J Monty, if y'all somehow catch wind of this reaction or review, you know, feel free to correct me, and Gerb, you can do it too. Didn't J Monty basically disciple Ty Brasel in that, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, Ty Brasel is you know really a protege, honestly, of J Monty, and they both of them have crazy stories and have been through some internal hell in their lives, and you know, as Ty said, you know, God wrote the story. They came out of it lyricists, and I thank God that you know He did a work in them to where they're doing what they're doing, because man,
because then I get to sit here and listen to it and enjoy and realize if I know the stuff they've been through and they're saying, I'm still grateful. You know, life's still good. I'm grateful.
Yes.
Some days life actually sucks, but I'm still grateful. There's like that whole last line from Ty where he's like, I mean, looking all around at everything, like look at my life, look at my hope, look at my conscience, my progress, my wife, you know, like he's like it's all around, like his fingerprints are everywhere. I can be grateful, you know. That is a lesson. That's why I love this song. It's one of those ones I play so much because I'm like, I need to remind myself like that I'm like, let's be grateful, you know, like no matter what I'm going through, I'm blessed.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. It's just that daily reminder, right, of, you know, God's mercies are new every morning, but also we just have generally, especially in this time, just so much to be grateful for and thankful for, and so much that, you know, the devil likes to get us distracted on, you know, the things that we don't have, or even comparing ourselves, especially with social media these days. Look at what that person has. Look at the marriage they have. Look at, you know, whatever, as opposed to A, being grateful for what you have, but also B, realizing that, like, man, you know, if there are things in your life that you feel like you want from the Lord, you can ask. You can pour out to Him. He may say no, or He may say, "Hey, I have something better for you."
Right.
But why are you sitting here soaking, wishing you had somebody else's life when God has things for you to do, right? And maybe there's some work on your your piece, right? Faith without works is dead.
Yep.
Right, James 2. Okay, there's some work that maybe you need to put in. That hey, maybe there is something here,
right?
That you need to till the ground in. That you need to be, the keeper of your garden. But you're looking at the street. I'm not trying to preach, but you're looking at the street across from you or the neighbor across from you, and they got a nice yard, but you got weeds all in your yard. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's time to buy some weed killer and go start spraying. That's what we, man, at our church we've been talking about this. The Israelites, the promised land, they only ended up God gave them this whole promised land. They only ever took 10% of it. Like the most they ever possessed was 10% because they got complacent and they started looking. Well, they got it good over there. We don't want to go. Yeah. What we got is okay. I don't want everything God has for me. I just want a little bit. And that can lead you to be discontent. Well, why don't I have everything God promises? Why don't I have you done, like you said, have you done your part? Like, have you gotten out and started pulling weeds? Not weed spray, because sometimes you got to get down there and get the roots out, And that's hard work, That's hard work.
I mean, Jesus showed, we see that in the New Testament as well, right? Jesus ain't gonna just go after he went after the one, right? But he also asked the rich young ruler, hey man, like you gotta leave all this to come follow me. He didn't want to. Did Jesus go? Like the young man had to make the decision.
Yep.
Right? He had to do that. Jesus had it for him. It was offered, but he had to go. He had to make that decision. You're gonna do some stuff in your life. You feel me? But good. That's good stuff.
Sure.
And listen, all this from a song. This one.
Yeah.
It gets you, to the point where you're like, man, like thinking of, like you said, recalling scriptures, thinking of, why should I be grateful? Like that's why it's so important. That's why this genre is so important, especially in a time for us. We're still in our, we're close to 30, but we're
coming along quick here.
I know we're still in our 20s, and people younger than us, man, like that. Like hip hop is, the music of this generation. It just is, right? Like it's the most popular genre. And so, for there to be this sect in the most popular genre, man, for those of us who are believers, this is it, man. Let's throw this on with your kids. You know what I mean? They want to have something fire to listen to, throw this on. Throw some Christian hip hop on. I promise you won't regret it. You won't regret it.
Give them some J Monty. It'll change your life,
It will.
They'll realize maybe some of the artists they've been listening to ain't so good, when they ain't on the level of what we just listened to.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to, I won't make this too much longer, but I'm trying to think of there's another J Monty song. I don't know if it was with Caleb Gordon or something. No, I think it was on KB's last album, HGA2, where he said something about he said, I got an ottoman for all the men I put my feet on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Or the song Beat the Block Up.
Yes.
There's so many bars in that song. That's unbelievable. The double entendres where he takes the same bar and then just changes it. So good. So good.
He's filth. He's great. But now we're not gonna take too much more time. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all coming out, man. And again, you can see the passion we have. So go check out Ty. Go check out J Monty. I'm gonna put their YouTube channels in the description below. And if you like this video and you've liked the other videos of Pastor Gerb, man, give a thumbs up. And if you want to back on, we're gonna back on. You feel me? So, and again, like I said, if you at his church, you one of his students. He's a great dude. Make sure y'all listen to him. He knows what he's talking about, and I'm sure he loves y'all a lot. So, without that being said, man, y'all have a great night. Gerb, good to see you, brother.
Yes, sir. See y'all.
What you gonna do when you out? When you really about that? Don't really on the move on the map, never slept with your hands to your left. Don't